welcome back. So this video is going to be about how I'm getting ready for my first live Poshmark sale. So I've been gathering some things. Now, you don't have to do all of these things. This is just what I'm doing. I've been watching a lot of live sales, seeing how some of the more popular sellers are doing and what they're doing. So what I'm noticing is there are some sellers that don't, the presentation seems to lack a little bit, and then their confidence goes down because they only have a few people. To be perfectly honest, I would be that person. If I went into it blind and didn't know exactly what I was doing, I would be just like that. So what I'm doing, I'm starting to gather some items that I already have, that I already own, to make my presentation a little bit better. One thing that my husband reminded me was this really nice green that we bought from a tag sale last year. And I loved it so much. I think the lady only charged like $5 for it. And it's really nice. And we were discussing like, oh my God, what are we going to do with this thing? And then he mentioned it the other day. I'm like, perfect. So this will be my backdrop. I might hang maybe a couple of little things off of it. So it'll just make it look a little nicer. I mean, obviously it's not going to be in this spot with a hole in the ceiling right there. So I've got to find a good placement for it. Another thing, let's see, that I already have, and I actually put up maybe a month or so ago, is the this, what do you call it, rope lighting. So let's see, fade. Yeah. So I've noticed that some of the sellers with a lot of watchers and stuff, they have the nice lighting and that, and especially I like the fade one that goes to the different colors. It's not flashing, excuse me, it's not flashing, but it's still, you can see, it just looks nice. So then I have this. Let's see. Okay. I'm not even exactly sure what this thing is. I mean, obviously it's some kind of a rack. I don't know if it's just like a drying rack. Cannot figure out what you even do with it. It does not make sense. No clue. I'm assuming maybe just to hang like blankets or quilts or things like that, which is probably what I'm going to use it for eventually. Is, hanging things like that. Because I tried hanging like garments and things like that. It's short, so you can't really hang a dress or anything like that on it. I don't know. So this isn't really something that I could use. Now I have other clothing racks. And then when I went out to get them, I realized, I'm like, oh God, these are very flimsy, and this, if I'm trying to run 50 pieces at a time, they're probably going to have a little bit of weight to them. So I went on Amazon, and I found one that has 2 levels to it. And I'm thinking, I think it said 89 inches. I think was the tallest one. So it should be up, a good ways up here. So we'll see how that goes. That's coming in, I think, on Saturday. I'll probably do another video when I gather all the items that I did get, but I'll show you those in just a minute. So there's that, but I don't think I'll use that for the live sale. This, I don't know if you can see very well here. This is actually, mannequin, which I won't move it anymore because it does squeak. So I may have to put some WD on that thing. So what my thoughts are is I'm going to have this And I want to put something that I can use for a flat lay. I might be able to use this somehow so that I can take measurements for people that ask for them right away. The other thing I thought was, okay, well, maybe I'll just do the measurements and leave them on a, a post-it on each item or something to that effect so that I can keep the show going continuously without having to stop too much and just keep things moving. Because I have seen a lot of people just, if a seller starts talking a little bit off track because somebody said something in the chat, there's a lot of people that can say, oh, come on, get on with it. It's like, ooh, okay, rough crowd. So, just trying to think of ways of answering any questions that might come up during a live sale and be able to answer them quickly without upsetting a flow. Okay, so the other thing is I do have, I want to say 22, 23 pieces. Most of these pieces came out of my own closet. I thought, well, this is a great time to purge the closet. Some of them, a handful of them, actually still have the tags on them. About 2 years ago, there was a store near where I live called Peebles, and it was closing down, and they were trying to sell out all the inventory before they actually shut. So there were sales like 95% off, 90% off. I absolutely loved it. But I was not a clothing seller at the time. So I thought about it, but I really just didn't jump on that bandwagon when I really should have. But what I did do at the time was I went in there and I bought a ton of really nice clothes for at least 90% off. That was my size, a plus size. And then later on, I think that summer, I found a tag sale of a lady. I think, she was probably in her 20s. I say a lady, but a young girl who was selling her plus size clothing, and it was my size. And I even told her, I said, oh my God, I could be here all day because she had tons of it. She had boxes and boxes of it. And and she was only selling it for like $1 or $2 a piece. Again, I missed the boat. But again, I was not a clothing seller at the time. I was a little bit afraid of it. I'm more comfortable with it now. I have sold a few pieces, so I understand the logistics of it, and trying to make the customer happy with very few returns. So, some pieces I think came from there as well. And then I've had a couple of friends, they were just getting rid of their stuff. And I thought, oh my goodness, but they were much smaller, like smalls to mediums. So I do have a few smaller pieces as well. I think on these sales, I think the plus size is probably what I know the most, and probably what I'm going to try and sell the most. I have the most knowledge on plus size. And I also know for a fact, for plus size people like myself, it is very difficult to find cute things in the stores. Because sometimes you get a store and you just can't find that size because it doesn't go that far. Or they charge you more for that size because it's more. It's a little frustrating, actually. Okay, moving on. So we went over all of that. The lighting, the screen. Okay, so those are things that I actually have already. So the next thing I'm going to show you, let's see. All right, so these that I'm going to show you are what my order is. Now I'm hoping I can get close enough so you can see this well. So this is the clothing rack that I decided on. It's very nice. It's got the 2 tiers. And it looks like you can hang dresses in the back. You can put the shirts, blouses in the front. It's got a little rack space down here for shoes. So I think this will work out very nicely. And, excuse me, let's see, it comes in white metal. Let's see, this is what it looks like without anything on it. So I am just hoping that it is nice and sturdy. Let's see, so I'm paying $30 for that. And I think there was some kind of coupon, so I think I did get it for maybe like $26. Everything was like $3 off or something. All right, so there is that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the links to everything that I actually ordered in my description. So if anybody's interested in those, just click on my links. And okay, so the other thing that concerns me is that I want to stay as organized during these sales as I can. So what I'm doing is, these are tags. You usually see these if you've ever shopped like paparazzi shows. They use these very frequently to keep track of the inventory as they're going through. I decided, okay, these aren't bad. You get like 200 of them. I probably will never need that many. For $15.99, and they come in a couple of different colors. Let's see, they came in, what is this? Champagne gold, multicolor. I don't think I really focused on that one, or I would have considered that one. Pink, or rose red. Excuse me. That I, of course, got blue. You see the blue theme around my room here. So I got these. These will be coming in the next couple of days. And I am going to put these around each hanger with each item. And those, let's see, what is it? Yeah, you could get them in less numbers. You could just get 100, 300. It said, I think the other numbers were not available, and that's why I ended up with the 200 ones, which is fine. I think in certain colors, maybe. Yeah, like if you went to the champagne gold, you could get them in 300. And let's see, what was the multicolor? See, I probably could have gone there. Oh well, that's all right. So yeah, so if you were to get, let's see, say the multicolor in 100. Okay, that's probably why I did it. $14.99 for 100. So for $2 more, you're getting another 100. And me going with the deal. I guess I must have just stopped at 200 because I could have $2 more. I could have got 300, but I don't believe I'll ever need that many. I'll never have that many to do in a sale at once. Okay, so those are the tags. And okay, so the other thing that I noticed on some of these sales is that they were constantly going back to the rack because somebody asks for a specific size and a specific type of item. Like they maybe are looking for a 3X dress. So what these tags are, it comes with its own marker and everything. It's the dividers, and you can put, you know, okay, this is the 3X section. This is the 2X section. So you can easily go back to the proper sections. And again, I'm just trying to do things to keep things as organized as I can. So I decided to get these. Plus, there's 30 of them, so I don't think I'm going to need that many down here. I thought, I could use these in my own closet, because I was just organizing that the other day, and I'm like, I need, let's see, I need tank top section, I need t-shirt section, and you know, my husband has a spot in my closet because he has a ton of shirts. So I decided, okay, I'm going to get these, and I think that will help me in my sales and in my own closet. Okay, so the last thing, I also noticed that the hangers that I am using, I started taking hangers out of my own closet to bring them down here to use for the sales. And I thought, well, this is ridiculous because now I don't have any hangers in my own closet. So I decided, all right, I'm just going to get new hangers, use them for the sales. You know, if I have a lot of extra, I'll bring a few upstairs. So these, let's see, I ordered 60 of them in the blue color. They actually had this aqua color, and if you notice, my walls in here are almost identical to that color. So I thought, uh-oh, I really probably should get a contrasting color. So, and then I looked at the others. I'm like, I don't want black, gray, and then there's this purple. But the purple kind of looked nice. I think that purple could have done well. And then the shell pink, I'm like, oh God, that just looks like tan to me. And then of course the pure white, which, oh, I must have clicked on the pink ones. So yeah, I went with the blue color. And they were about a little over $20 for 60 of them. So my hope is that I can do 50 items at a time. So I thought, okay, this should work out pretty good if I do the 60. And then I'll have hangers. They all match. They all look nice. I won't have any problems there. And I'll keep my junky hangers upstairs in my own closet. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, where I'm at. So I'm just waiting for things to come in. The last thing that I am waiting for, I want to say it's on May 10th, was going to be, let's see, just get that set, was going to be for that webinar that Poshmark is doing, which I'm hoping is going to help me with the live sales and know what to expect, how to set it up and everything, because I just haven't seen that yet. And actually, I think what I might do when I stop this video is I'm going to YouTube it and see if anybody has actually shown that, you know, how to set it up and everything, because that would be a huge, huge thing. And if nobody has, when it comes time for it, I will probably try to film myself getting ready for the show. And maybe that'll help future sellers. You know, it's just, you don't know what to expect. I mean, I see people, they've got it running on the phone, and then they've got like a desktop or a laptop running at the same time. And then because they have to watch the chat, they have to film with their phone. So I'm just interested to see how all of those things are going to work. The other thing I got to figure out is if I do have to film through my phone or run the auction through my phone, then I've got to figure out how I'm going to hold the phone up, because I don't think I have any kind of a tripod that will hold my phone. So I got to figure all that stuff out. So I may have to buy one more thing. But like I said, I don't believe you really have to do these things. I think the best presentation, basically your best foot forward on these things. You know, make things look as good as they can. I am going to go through a process of going through each item. And I'm gonna steam some of them. Some of them got wrinkles, and it's not the type of material where the wrinkle just pops right out. So So it's going to be a lot of work the next couple of weeks. But I think once I get it going, once I get used to how things run, I think it's going to do very well. I'm hoping. Um, I also am a type of person that can get flustered pretty easily if something doesn't go right. So I'm just going to have to talk myself up a little bit before this happens and realize things may happen. Things, just run with it, go with it, work it out, and keep going. Just keep going. That's all I got to keep telling myself. So hopefully I know this video is a little longer than what I normally do. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I'm going to try and edit it down a little bit, but I don't know how much I can edit this one. So I will see you on the next one. Bye.